So, this is where you two are from? Yes. Yeah. I'll let you three, you two and, well, you three, yeah. Um, you venture around. I'm gonna go find somewhere to use the restroom. Okay. Okay, Master Naofumi. Okay. Jeez. I swear, after we stepped foot in this place, they all became, well, Mass Philo. Those two became sad, which hurts my heart. I hate seeing those two sad. Well, any of those three sad, but what can you do? Man, the waves can certainly wreck a place. I know, right? Who are you? Oh, the name's Lark. Hey, are ya? And this is my companion. Shit, I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. Hi, it's me, anime, or we anime, and I forgot her name. Crap. So, what is her name? Therese. Okay, Therese. Therese. Okay, cool. Hi, hi. Welcome to part 5. Is it part 5? It is part 5 of What If Naofumi was the legendary Knuckle hero. Oh, I completely forgot her name. Oh, man. And this is like my favorite characters. Well, Lark is definitely one of my favorite characters in the anime. Right. I love Lark. Lark is great. He's actually voiced by Alejandro Saab, who is Sayu, the VTuber. Very cool, very cool. Um, if you want to hear another voice that Alejandro Saab is, go watch The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. It's wonderful. It's great. Very funny. Uh, Very good. I recommend it quite a lot. I recommend that a lot. Um, yeah, I recommend it. There's also a failure frame that is, oh my goody goody gumdrops. That is so good. I don't care what people say, it's so good. The opening is fire. Okay. There's also shit. What was it? Uh, what was the name? Crap. I forget the names of animes. But the main character is Makoto Misumi. Uh, crap. Crap. Hold on. Let's go into Crunchy. Actually, no, that's probably a bad idea. I'll probably get sued. But there, I'll find out the name and I'll put it in the not comments, but the description of the anime I'm talking about. Okay, I'll find the name. I'll put it down below. I recommend you watch it. Okay, right. I recommend you. Please like, comment, subscribe, please. I I thought I was at, like, I've been steady at 80. No, 80 subscribers is what I'm talking about. I'm at 95 or something like that. And I'm so grateful. Like, dude, I never expected I would get this much. I thought I'd just stick with 80. But dude, dude, thank you all. Well, no, not all of my fans are, or all of my subscribers are watching us. I know that's not true. I know they're not. But to the ones that are, and that the ones that are subscribed, I am so thankful for you. Like, it's awesome. I'm still stuffed up a little bit, but my cough is gone. My nose is still just stuffed up. Okay, so that's really it. I know you probably can't tell because my nose is always stuffed up, anyways. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. Um, let's see. Today is the Chimera Archipelago arc. Uh, right. So let me get a drink of water and then we can start this. Okay. So hello. Um, Naofumi and Lark and Therese would stay there talking for a little bit, right? They would stay there talking for quite a while, enough to where Naofumi's party, being Philo, Raphtalia, and Keel, would eventually come looking for him, right? Which, when they would find him, he would still be talking to Lark and Therese. Okay? They would be talking. Well, they both traded names. Uh, they both laughed at Naofumi because they didn't. This guy does not look like, or he doesn't like seem like the shield hero, right? He just doesn't seem like it. He's way too nice. But Naofumi kept on saying, I mean, you don't got to believe me. Not the shield hero, he's the Knuckle hero. But they would know him as the shield hero because they don't know. Well, no, Glass would have told them, right, that they changed the shield like thing into the Knuckles and that it works way different. They would have told him. Uh, they they would say shield hero because maybe, like, maybe they were lying. Like, I don't know. They don't know. But anyways, as things would continue, uh, they would all go their separate ways. Okay. Naofumi and his party would head to the ships, which coincidentally, Lark and Teresa's also there, which they don't know that because Lark and Therese left before them. Okay. So once they would make it to the ship, uh, they would be told that they have run out of rooms and that they will have to share a room with other adventurers, which Naofumi and others were okay with, right? And so they would be led to a room by one of the members of the crew, and they would be led to a room, which when they would open the door, it would, well, after knocking and saying they were allowed in, it would be Lark and Therese. And Lark would say, "Hey, there he is. Knuckles!" What? Oh, right. Hi, Lark. And Therese. "Hello, Naofumi. How are you? How have you been?" "I've been doing fine. Thanks for asking." And then Raftalia would say, um, "Naofumi, you can understand her." "What? You can't?" "Oh, right. These things. Yeah." And Lark would say, "Oh, yeah, forgot about that." As they would do whatever, he grabs an ore or like a glowing piece of energy and then bloop. I don't know. And then finally, Raftalia and the others could understand. They could finally understand um, Therese, right? And then eventually going on, going forward and beyond plus Ultra, uh, eventually they would make it to Calmira. But during the adventure, they would, well, Naofumi would greet the crew, the rest of the crew on the ship. He would see his other, well, the other heroes, uh, being seasick. Um, which honestly, to between you and Naofumi and me, he thought this was absolutely hilarious. Like seeing the other heroes like this is absolutely funny to him. Which, as soon as he saw them, he would start just laughing. Like, no, baby, what are you laughing at? I'm laughing at you three. Poor Rin can't even stand straight up. You and Itsuki are using your movements. Man, you all get seasick? Man, this is hilarious. I love boats. This is probably one of the most fun things I've ever done. And this is honestly a great moment. Ah, finally, I get to see you all just be in tears. Man, you all are a mess. Master! Hey, look at this! As Philo would kick a fish on board. And Naofumi said, "We're eating good tonight." And this is great. "Please remove the fish from my other stench." And Matiyasu would, uh, well, uh, he would spit out his breakfast. I don't know if I can say the words, the V and P words. I hope you get what I mean. Like the, you know what I'm talking about? Like that. I hope you get what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Or I feel like some of you might have issues with the word, so I won't say it, but you know what I mean. Sorry if you're gagging or whatever. Very sorry. Um, anyways, Rin is actually the only one not, uh, choking up his. No, that's definitely not a word I should use. Spitting up his breakfast. He's just scared of water, I believe. He's not even seasick. He's just scared of water. I believe that's the case. I don't know. He just seems like a scared dog, honestly. Rin is my second favorite hero, okay? Just because he's. Dude, how can you not like swords? dude. Sorry, I was yawning. Anyways, they would eventually make it there. As they would arrive, they would all exit the ship. The owner of the owner of the hotel that they're going to be staying at would be at the dock, ready to greet the heroes. Right. But the three of the four heroes are sick, so he would just be leading Naofumi there and his crew party. That's the word. Him and his party to the hotel, which they would all get situated there, and then they would go out for training, which they would do. They would train. Well, not train, but defeat monsters, getting all their levels up. Right. I believe up to like 70 some, maybe. I don't think so, because they go out to like another island and then they get up to 70. I think. I don't remember the levels, but they would get up a significant amount more than they were, a higher level than they were, right? And as they would continue, uh, they would get on a boat and head out to another island, right? And they would stay there after nightfall, lighting up a fire, and they would plan to stay out there, which which would worry the man who brought them there. So he got two adventurers to go in there and find them, which those adventurers would be Lark and Therese. Lark and Therese would eventually arrive to Naofumi and his party around a fire, and Lark would say, "Knuckles, hey, dude, you're worrying. You gotta come back, man." Well, you know what? I don't remember what they said, so I'm gonna just say that they would go back, okay, and eventually, well, they would head back to the boat. They would be brought back to the main island. They would sleep for the night. Actually, no, they would get a drink with Lark and Therese, and then they would rest for the night. During that drinking part, well, resting technically, or whatever you want to call it, Therese would come up to Lark and Naofumi, who would be talking, and Therese would ask, Naofumi. Yeah, yeah, Therese, that's your name. Yep. Sorry, not good with names. Oh, you're fine. Um, I heard from Raftalia that you're in Kiel, that you're good with gym making, and Naofumi would say, I guess I'm good. I made, well, yeah, I'm decent. Um, could you turn this into a bracelet? Is that what she has? I'm decent. I'm pretty sure she has bracelets. Yeah, which he would. Okay, they would talk about the money later, and then they would continue their time hanging out, talking. And yeah, until the next day where they would meet back up. Naofumi would give Therese the bracelet, and then Lark would say, "How about us? How about we team up for today?" And Naofumi would say, "Uh, sure, why not? Uh, okay. Look, you want to go to an island or something? Yeah, let's go. Come on, Knuckles. I really wish you'd stop calling me that. Well, I'm not, because there's not a more fitting name for you, you legit punch things. You're not wrong. Please get your arm off of my neck. I'm not good with touching. I have issues. Ah, you're fine. I'm not gonna do anything, Knuckles. As they would continue, they would get on a boat, they would head to a new island to where they would venture through, see small penguin, small penguin like creatures, and then a big penguin. And Naofumi would say, I thought penguins were supposed to be small, not that fucking big. What the hell? How's this fair? I want to hug that thing. Master, you should not. You should not. But I want to. Badly. It looks fluffy. See, back in my world, penguins were small things that really liked people. Or, well, thought people were a part of them, but these things look like they'll bite my head off. Yeah, I'm gonna punch it. Wait, not for me. Shouldn't we make a plan? Uh, you all can. I'm gonna go out there start kicking and punching penguins. Man, they have such a punchable face. Iron Knuckles. And his knuckles would change into a more spiked array, being harder and more, well, having spikes. Whew, let's go. Actually, I got a plan. Just follow my lead. As he would walk out of the bush, he would eventually make it to the clearing that the penguins would be inhabiting, and he would say, "Hate reaction." Or was it hate attraction? I hear reaction, but attraction and reaction are very close words. So honestly, it could be both. Huh. I never realized this. Uh, hmm. It's one of the two. I'm gonna say hate reaction, okay? Hate reaction. Oh yeah, come on. Let's have some fun. As he would run at the massive group of penguins, or whatever they are. I'm gonna keep on calling them penguins because that's what they look like. And then as they would proceed to jump at him, he would just proceed to bring his fist and slam it across their face, aka punching them very hard, sending them flying like across the way. But they would get back up because he wants to have more fun with them, so he wouldn't punch them at all at like at full speed or full like power, right? He wouldn't do that. But as he would continue on to just proceed to Molly Rock all of these small little creatures, and then the big one would try to hit it, but then Lark and Therese, Keel, and well, Philo, Raftalia would take care of it. Okay, they would all jump in some way to take it out. Let's go! Hey, Knuckles, you did good there. You know what? This is the only time I'll accept it because it makes sense now. At first, I didn't get it. And now I get it because it's very straightforward. As he would hold up his hand, like in a fist. I know, that's why I picked it. These probably won't do anything for these, but I'll take them. He would start picking the loot off of these things, and then they would continue on. Eventually stopping because in another clearing they could see a spotted, winged creature. They would all be behind the bush, hiding by this point. And Naofumi would say, "What? Is that a griffin? But what the hell? But what?" He would be saying all this in his head. He would say, "Is that a griffin? Why is it spotted? Is it a cheetah? And a griffin? Like instead of the lion, it's a cheetah. What the crap?" So it's a mix of a eagle. That's certainly not an eagle head. Is that a falcon? Oh my gosh. It's a falcon cheetah hybrid. What the crap? Holy butter nuggets. What? What is butter nuggets? Oh, butter nuggets are like, butter chicken? Like the Indian? No, you're not from my world. But there's this dish in my world, where I was from, okay? Where you took chicken, right? A chicken leg, and then I don't exactly know the recipe, but there's a lot of butter involved, like cheese and other stuff. It's called butter chicken, okay? But like small pieces of chicken, I don't know. I just say words and try to make them make sense. But the butter chicken, I'm decently sure it's Indian food. Okay, I like food. Okay, I really would like to try some. I looked at my analytics. Some of you are from India, which is awesome. To the ones that are from India and watching this, could you describe Indian food for me? Just like, please, like, please. I know someone probably is from India watching this. If you please explain Indian food, butter. At least confirm that butter chicken is a Indian dish. Because I don't remember. I know it's either Indonesia or India. It's one of the two. Please, 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 please. Please, please, please. Don't brew my heart. Sabrina? What? How you doing? Anyways, after seeing this uh, mix of a falcon and a cheetah, he would say, I believe we could take it down. What, the griffin? Yeah. It will only work once. Okay? So, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna freeze it. Wait, you can freeze stuff? Sort of. Okay, they pause in place. or they freeze in place. I believe there's ice involved, but not entirely sure. Okay, that will give us enough time to all attack it. Okay, one way or another, we have to attack this thing and take it down. Okay, okay. Okay, it seems to be asleep, but I doubt it will be asleep for long. Okay, as the Knuckle here, I order thee to obey my words and, uh, yeah, I'm not gonna deal with the whole entire incarnation stuff. Freezing repost. As then you could see the moisture in the air around it start to crystallize and then freeze around its feet, freezing it to the floor and its wings. Okay, freezing its wings and feet to the ground. It would start to squall, it would start to yell, as then they would all attack. Skybound wheel swing! Uh, Lark. Uh, Hi, quick! I don't got a name for these, but I'm gonna throw them at you! Q would throw the throwing needles, and then, uh, Tally would say, Vanishing Blade! I don't remember an attack of hers. Naofumi, uh, well, Therese would do her thing with firing off like a fire blast or whatever. Naofumi would jump up in the air as the griffin would look at his face as he would say, I don't got a name for it, but I'm gonna take you down. But you could see a faint green glow around his body. And as he would punch, he would hit it, and then the ground would crater. A shockwave would fire off, or, well, go off. Dust would fly. As then, after the dust would clear, you could see Naofumi with his hand in the thing's head, like, give it back, you thing. Come on, give it back. Give it back. I need somebody's help. Knuckles, hey, you did it. How's your hand stuck in its head? That's what I'm questioning. I did a spell. It was an enhancement spell on myself. Uh, and it did this. Okay, come on. Would you help? Yeah. Okay. One, two, three. Boom! Well, it's really stuck in there. I know, right? Um, hmm. I really don't want to hurt. I'm gonna take it, though. This is mine now. Okay, one more time, and I believe we're out. 3, 2, 1. Pull! Is that its tooth stuck in my. There's a tooth stuck in your arm, man. That's crazy. I don't think that's crazy. I think that's worrying. Because it has a teeth in its skull. Who cares? It's yours now. Yeah. Okay, put it in my shield. Spell unlocked. Griffin Soul Speed. Ooh. What does it do? Enhances speed for a duration of time. Oh. That would be good. Especially with this new Gorilla Soul Strength spell. Okay. Yeah. Gorilla. Yeah. Okay. Or black ape. No, that should not. Uh, uh, you know what? Black. Not you know. Brown bear strength. Oh, brown beast strength. There you go. Okay. Okay. Uh, woohoo. Okay, I'm gonna time skip now. Uh, this would be after they have already found the dragon hourglass under the sea. Right. And with that, it would be time. It would be time for their battle in this hourglass. Sorry, I'm typing down the uh, new spells so I don't forget to. Okay, so as they would be on the ships, because this would be at sea. Naofumi would be on the ship with the queen and Melty, right, and his party. He would say, "Well, this is gonna be quite. What the hell are they dropping into the ocean? Oh, it's I forget the berries that they had that would be that are very like high in well, it's used for alcohol. Okay. I don't remember the berry name though. But there would be barrels of this berry thrown into the ocean as monsters would drop from the sky and into the ocean and immediately just float up as archers would shoot at them, and eventually the big one would show up, and the queen would say, "Well, now for me, it's your turn. Why me?" Shh. Right. Philo, you're with me. Raftalia, Keel. I don't trust these guards. Does it keep these two safe? So please, you're all right, Master. Be safe now for me. I will, Keel. Let's go. Woohoo! As they would both jump into the water, and he would use hate reaction. Actually, no, before that, they would try to get his attention by hitting it, but that wouldn't work. As then he would hop out of the water on Philo's back. He would see Lark down below him, and he would say, "Hey, Lark, you want to do something fun? You know it, Knuckles. I'm gonna get that big thing out of the water. You want to hit it? I can try. That's all we can ask for. Come on, Philo." Yahoo! Here we go again! They would be underwater, hate reaction, as they would soar out of the water, jump up, and the massive drill shark, that's what I'm going to call it, drill shark, would come flying out of the water. As then Lark and Therese would do a combo spell, hitting it, but it wouldn't be done yet. And he would say, "Well, my turn," as he would jump off of Philo, reeling back his fist as he would say, "Brown beast strength, iron knuckles," and then boosh, he would hit it. Its head would fly off, crashing into the water far away, as he would been then caught by he would be caught by Philo as they would land onto the monster's actual body. Lark being there too, and Therese there as well. Well, arriving there, right? And then the other heroes would arrive. Naofumi would say, "Hey, Philo, you can head back to the others. Head back to the others and tell them that I'm alright and they don't have to worry." "Alright, sir, I'll be back." Okay. As then she would head off to get, well, to tell Raftalia and Keel, right? And the King and Melty. As Naofumi would say, "Hey, good job, man. Thanks, Knuckles." "Naofumi, good job." I hate these two. I hate these guys. You know, I can tell you this right now, Lark. I like you and Therese better than these three. You wanna, like, you know what? That isn't even possible. They can't give you the weapons. And either way, you two are too good at your job. What do you all want? We're to get loot. What? You three did nothing. Sure we did. And plus, as heroes, we're supposed to share. You three got wiped out of the water. You three did nothing. Hold on, Knuckles, I can take care of this. What? Skybound wheel swing! What is going on? Now for me. We are sorry to tell you, but we have to take you out. Oh, like for dinner? Yeah, we can do that after this. I'll pay. Not what she meant, Knuckles. We had to take you out permanently to save our world. Oh, you're like that glass lady. Wait, you meant glass? Yeah, she tried to take me out quite a while ago. Quite a funny story, honestly. What? Yeah. She already arrived. She was already here. Not in this wave. But in the last one, yeah, we fought her. Well, I did. Those three did nothing. That's why I keep on offering. You want to take their weapons and turn them into, like, things for you all? Because I'm telling you right now, you all would be way better heroes than them. We are already heroes of our world. Oh, that's so cool. I really should visit one day. That would actually be, you know, that would be great. You and your party comes to our wood and stay there. Actually, I don't know about staying there. I still kind of, I got friends here. Okay, sweet. If we can work this out in a way where I could take my friends out of this world, bring them to your world, okay? Can I do that? We can try. Actually, I don't think that works. Lark, we have to do this. I know. I'm sorry now, Femi. We had fun. You. Why, you actually used my name! That's good. Yeah. I'm sorry. Then he would swipe at Naofumi. He would dodge out of the way. he would actually bounce back, jump back. Then he would see the other heroes, two of them, run at Lark, get mollywopped, thrown nearly off the body, like into the water. Then Itsuki would shoot. It would do nothing. Oh, okay. So I can tell you see me as the most dangerous here. And it's clearly obvious you can one shot those guys. Uh, okay, let's go. Let's do this. I hope you know. Actually, I don't care. Let's have some fun. As he would bounce, well, not bounce, rush at Lark. Lark would rush at him. They would both swing, but Naofumi would duck under, and he would hit Lark in the forearm, right? Not with his iron knuckles. He already changed them back. He would hit him in the forearm, like I said, making his arm go up with the scythe in hand. Then it would be a clear swipe, unless Therese was there, which she would fire a blast from her bracelets. Well, she would blast magic. She would use magic. Right. Naofumi would dodge out of the way. I like you too, you know that? Yes, we know, and we like you, Knuckles. But it's the thing of worlds here. To save our world, we had to take out the four heroes. You know, I feel like there would be such an easy way to deal with that. Such an easier way. There probably is. We just know this one maybe works. Maybe, so there's a 50-50 chance that it doesn't work and you're just taking out a friend, not for dinner? Yeah, but it's the only clue we got. Okay. Fine. If it has to be like this, then it will be like this. Come at me with all you got. Both of you. And then they would rush at each other again, both striking at each other, but both missing. Therese wouldn't get in the way for quite a bit until Naofumi's party would get there, right? And people would pick up the other heroes to get them away. The people who were still believing in the three heroes church, that is, who still do not like Naofumi. But, anyways, Naofumi's party would arrive. Naofumi would run them all down on the situation, telling them that these two are from another world, like that glass lady. Remember her? They would all say, yeah, but I'm having a fight. Don't get in my way. I want to fight Lark. I want to fight them both, honestly. They are very strong. And, well, also, I'm not even know if I say it, you aren't going to listen. So do whatever you want. Alright, Master Naofumi. As Naofumi would run in once again, both swiping at each other, striking at each other with a miss, and a miss, and a miss. But then they would both clash. See, Naofumi's defense isn't high, but it is decently high, so, right, so it would still do damage. But as that would happen, as they would clash with one fist and a scythe clashing together, Naofumi would grab the scythe, and you know how it repulses because it's not his weapon? It would repulse away. Lark and the scythe would go flying towards Therese, flying backwards. And Naofumi would say, I never really expected that to work, but I'm happy it did. Soul Eater Knuckles. Skybound Wind Swing! As he would jump over it, land back down, as he would start to run at both of them again. Soul Eater Knuckle! And a massive head of a soul eater would open up and bite down onto Lark, taking away like SP, I believe. Naofumi then would change back to his normal Knuckles and then attempt to hit Lark again, which Therese would intervene, hitting him, and then Naofumi would be sent flying. Scorched, his clothes would be burnt, a piece on fire, the fur collar around his neck, right? That would be on fire. But he would clomp it out quite easily. Naofumi, well, he would say, Naofumi! Well, they would all run up to him. He would say, I'm fine. But I wish this curse was on me still. Lark would say, wait, what curse? You've had a curse on you this entire time, Knuckles? Yeah, this entire time. It's a long story. Okay. Well, I guess since he told me that, I'll tell you stuff about me. You already figured out that my scythe cuts through defense and does more damage, as you know. And then he would continue to tell him things about him and how he's a fair fighter, which Naofumi respects. He would do the same, telling him about multiple abilities that he has, the two new ones that he has, right? And then he wouldn't say anything about the Wrath Knuckles. He wants to keep one thing up his sleeve. Okay? So they would continue to fight in ways, since now they know so much about each other, they know how to counter each other. So it would be a very, very equal standing match. Until Glass would arrive. Glass would swipe at Naofumi once she would arrive, saying, Hello, old friend. We are not friends, pretty lady. Oh, you think I'm pretty? I'm flustered. I see you've gotten stronger since I see the way you've dealt with, played with my friends. Yeah, yeah, but don't get me wrong, your friends hurt really bad. I'm still burnt. And it kind of hurts. It's mostly in my heart, but because we were friends, and then, yeah. Anyways, I'm guessing you three are from the same world. Yes, we are, and you already must know what we are doing here. Yeah, I kind of guessed that a long time ago. Yeah, they also already told me. So, yeah. Oh, good then. No hard feelings after we win. Yeah, you all aren't winning, honestly. I like these type of odds. You three stay back, I'll deal with them. Oh, you're cocky now. I've always been cocky, but it always comes with good reasoning. And then she would say, I see that, Larkin Therese hasn't seen your ace, have they? What ace? Oh, he has something way more menacing, way more powerful, way more potent, way more devilish than whatever you've seen. You haven't brought out the most powerful of his. Yeah, she's not wrong, honestly. Honestly, I didn't pull it on you two because I like you two. You are friends. But now that she's here, I got unfinished business. So, come forth, Wrath Knuckles. Then black armor would go up his forearms, on his shoulders. His knuckles would turn into the sharp, blackened steel, or not steel, blackened stuff. Okay, it's the ones that you see on screen. Uh, his armor on his chest would grow a little bit. Armor would be on his legs and calves. He would, and well, Raftali would say, "Now for me. I'm not gonna use it. We both know that. I won't use it. That spell, but the other two, we both know are fine, right? I can use them. Yes, Naofumi, you can, but please don't use that one again. You know how much it scared us. We almost lost you. I know, but I'm kind of hard to get rid of, so you're all fine. So, shall we continue? Oh, yes, we shall. Naofumi, Iwatani. Well, you remember my name, Glass. Let's have some fun. As he would begin to run at them, Lark would run ahead, and they would clash. A little different this time. See, they would clash, but then Naofumi would push back and miss. Like, he seems like he's meaning to miss. Like he would swing at Lark, but miss. He would say, "Imposter's edge." Wrath Knuckles, Imposter's edge. As he would swing by his face, Lark could feel the impact of if he was actually being punched on his face. His head would turn sideways. He would stumble that way as Naofumi would run towards. He would run towards a glass as she would be using Tortoise Cracker, which would be shot at him. He would bring up his blocking stance. It would just explode, but he would be fine. As he would then run, she would bring up both fans, and they would start to clash. Right? They would both clash. Ding, 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 ding. They would both be cut. It would be like the first time. They would have chemistry. They would both know things. They would both be quick learners about how each other works. It would be a standstill. Nobody, even though they would both, if one cut, the other one would be able to cut. If one hit, the other one hit. It would be, everyone would be in awe about how a fan and a pair of knuckles would be clashing for the second time. A spirit versus a human, a hero versus a hero. And it would be a sight. Then they would both push back. They would both be heavy breath as Lark would swing at Naofumi. He would duck, and then he would use Dragon Scale Bruiser as he would swing. He would hit Lark in the chest or in the stomach area. Then the sky. There would be cracks on the sky, and then he would be launched back. Right? And then blocking stance would be put up again as Therese would fire something, a blast of fire at Naofumi. But then Glass would run over to Lark and throw him over to Therese to heal. Because you could tell he's gassed. Like that just blew out the air out of his lungs. But he wasn't hurt. It was the impact of him hitting the fish's body, that made him lose his breath. He never got hurt. Like, it hurt when he crashed and when he got sent back. But that's it. You could tell Naofumi isn't trying to hurt any of them. Oh, besides Glass. He has unfinished business, and that's quite clear at this point. It's quite clear how they stand. They would begin to do the same thing that they were. They would both be swinging at each other, slashing at each other, just fighting once again. Right? But then Glass would get the upper hand and kick him in the nuts. As she would be about to do the finishing blow, he would say, "Griffin, soul speed," and he would move out of the way in a blink of an eye. Man, I didn't think you would stoop that low. See, I can't do the same thing since you're a lady, but Lord, what is your shoes? Oh, these are just steel slippers. You had this plan. Yeah, that's awesome. You are so fun. See, I'll tell you this, back in my world, nobody would stoop that low. I would, and I loved it. Oh, now it's in my stomach. Yeah, the pain's in my stomach. Okay, yep. Oh, ready when you are. I'm always ready now for me. That's sus. That is so sus. Okay. And then boom! He would appear in front of her in a blink of an eye, with Griffin's soul speed still activated, the faint green glow around his body. As he would reel back, he would say, "Dragon Scale Bruiser!" As he would slam his fist into her gut. She would spit up saliva. It would go everywhere. Well, it would mostly go on Naofumi. Naofumi, like, he didn't know he kind of knew what to expect. But she would, as she would be sent flying the same way, with the sky cracking, and then her being sent flying back to them. Okay. Then Glass would stand up. She would spit to the side as she would say, "I see you've gotten stronger. So much stronger. How fun." Lark would say, "Glass, we have to go. I'm not done yet, Lark." Okay, okay, okay. I don't care if you're all tired. I am not done. This is too much fun. The other worlds didn't have this type of power. This is the first time I felt this way, and it feels so good. Man, you're freaky. You're gonna freak on him, dun 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 dun. Gonna freak on him, dun 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 dun. As in, he would start humming "Freak" by Rustage. By the way, he would start humming that, and he would start doing like a little jig, like gonna freak on him, dun 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 dun. He would just start humming this. Everyone's confused. Glass still is like, I want to fight. But yet, you could tell Naofumi's taking this so unseriously at the current moment. Like he's so unserious. Like Lark and Therese would start to laugh, like giggle. Like, man, Glass, you got your real keeper right there. Shut up, Lark. I think it's cute. Therese would say. Like he'd just start going a little jig. Like his feet would like sway. Like it would like well, scoot around. I don't know. They would move around. And he would start moving. His arms would be going up and down. Like gonna freak on him. He would start doing the running man. Gonna freak on him. Dun 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 dun. Gonna freak, my Madonna. Gonna freak like a dancer. Hey, right? He would start having fun. This is how he was having fun right now. But then, not Oast. Uh, Glass would prepare a spell. Another tortoise shell cracker. Take me seriously, Naofumi. As then fire. But then someone would be in front of Naofumi. He would push her behind him as he would take the blow head on without putting up the blocking stance. It would hit. He would stagger. He would cough up blood. Okay. Keel, you okay? Nah, no, 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 for me. Hey, you. I'm not. I'm doing great. It's not fun when you aim for my friends, though. I was aiming for you, Naofumi. I know, but when you get my friends in danger, I don't do well in these type of situations. Okay? These people behind me are everything to me. If you take them, you're done. Keel, I'll be fine. Just stay back, please. I don't need to lose you. Any three of you. I don't want to lose you. So let me deal with this grudge, and then we can head home. as he would then rush again. Dragon Scale Bruiser! He would hit there. And then he would jump up in the air. Falling Dragon! Falling Dragon Tail! He would bring his hand in a hammer-like way. Or no, like if he's bringing down his fist. He's not trying to take out a friend's friend, okay? Even though they have beef, he's not gonna take him out because Lark and Therese care about her, care about Glass. They are friends. He would see this. He's not gonna use it against them. He does not want to lose a friend. Friends, okay? So, Falling Dragon Tail! As he would connect, the same air cracking thing would happen. But instead of it pushing them back, it would push them up. It would send them flying up. And then Naofumi would he would land on the ground. Brown Beast Strength! As a deeper green glow would radiate off of him. He would jump up in the air as he would then again use Falling Dragon Tail. As he would bring his fist back down, Glass would block a little bit. It would still hit. What would happen was Falling Dragon Tail, lift up, Falling Dragon Tail. It would be two different spells, okay, abilities. Lift up, Dragon Tail Lift Up, and Falling Dragon Tail would be two different things. I forgot to say the first one, okay? Okay, I forgot to say it. But anyways, as he would hit again, instead of the air cracking, it would be in the shape of dragon scales. And then it would crack. And then boom! She would fall, hitting the ground, or not ground, hitting the body of the fish creature, drill shark. As Naofumi would also fall, crashing to the ground. Glass would be conscious still. Naofumi would begin to, attempt to get up, but then he is too tired to. He physically can't move. His mana is low. He can't move. So he would say, "Hey, Glass, Lark, Therese, how about we call this one a draw? And another day. Next time you come back, I want to see you all at your best. Or if I come to yours. Let's have some fun." As he would fall unconscious. And Lark would say, "Yeah, let's do that, friend. Let's do that, Knuckles." As they would leave, the wave would end as Naofumi would lay there, bloody and broken, unconscious. His party would run up, start using healing magic on him, or attempt to bandage him up until a healing mage got there. But yeah, that's how the Chimera Archipelago went for him. And that's where I'm going to end it here for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Please describe Indian food to me. Please. And I hope to see you all next time. It's been me, Wheat Anime, or Anime Wheat, and I hope to see you all again. Roll the dice. Bye. Bye-bye.